This guy, it's always a laugh when I have my guest with me on the midweek Macca break. Tom Hunyadi here of Two Legs. It is time. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, as the kids say, and we're joined by a freshly shaven Aaron Badgley, who of course, of the two books. They're multiplying. There's two of them now. There's two.
Stop the man! Stop him!
Stop the madness! Which one do you want? We got the Dark Horse Records, the story of George Harrison's Post-Beatles record label, and then you've got Ringo Starr's solo career. You got to pay your dues, and that's what Aaron's been doing, slowly paying his dues. And he's here.
You know it. How are you? How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm always good. And I thank you for having me on, because I always love being part of this, because I always have an excellent time with you. So,
yes, well, same here, my friend, and it's good to have you. And Gabby's here. Gabby just got the notification. Hi, Tom.
Hi,
and Aaron.
Gabby.
It's good to see you as well. We were just rapping about the Wings exhibit for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on May 15th. So, of course, if Paul does announce a tour here soon, we might be packing our bags. You never know.
I think indications are that he's going to be announcing a European tour, though. Good morning.
European tour, probably with Japan as well. Is it still morning over by you, James? There, Martinez, one of the member of the James gang, one of the member of our Discord family. James, always a pleasure to see you here. But Aaron, the question that everybody wants to know, the burning question people need to know, Aaron, how many copies are you getting of the new album?
Well, I think I've got them all. I think I got them all. I may have duplicates, because I got British ones, and then they came out in America. So just to be on the safe side, I ordered both.
Oh boy.
Well, because last time there was differences between the British and there was. And I think I just ordered the new Ringo with the lithograph from Talk Shop, and I'm very happy to have gotten that. I got them all. I even got the Amoeba with the new cover.
Yes, love it. I love the little splat. People don't realize that that's the Amoeba logo, with just instead of Amoeba, it's Paul McCartney in there.
Yeah, very cool. I think it's cool. Very cool.
I do too.
How many did you get?
I'm getting them all as well. However, probably I'm getting the American versions of the UK stuff. So I know Barnes & Nobles is doing the gold, which I think is matching. I got it written. Yeah. And then the no, I'm sorry. They're mentioning the HMV. Yeah. And what color was that again, my friend?
I thought that was red.
Yeah, could be red. I had this stuff written down, but of course I lost it. Oh well. So yeah, and then there was another one that gold, I think, that matched. Two that were doing the gold. Anyways, I will get the Target. I mean, I'm still debating on whether or not to get the Target, ordering it, because I can just walk in and probably get it on release day.
Well, we don't have Target here.
You're close, guy. You're close. I think that you could probably just make a drive, and hit a Target.
You never know. I might. I mean, I'm actually, for the first time ever, going to be in London, England, for Record Store Day, and I'm very worried about that, because I'm not sure the plane can handle my weight and the records. But
I think you'll be okay.
And if one of us has to go, it's me. Says the record.
That's right. It's like, wife, I'll see you on the next time.
I got them all now. I don't think I'm missing any. And I got the white from Amazon.
Right.
HMV.
Green,
Green from where? That was
It's the McCartney exclusive, McCartney.com exclusive.
And they have an exclusive CD as well, do they not?
Yeah, with the green font on there.
Yeah. And then there's the pink one that's an independent record store day, or sorry, independent. It's not it's an indie record, right?
Yeah, indie record. I did order that one from Bomoose. And that's a good pink. That's a nice pink. I really like that pink.
I got mine from Spin Dizzy in Dublin. So
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got a daughter that can run down the street and pick it up for me after I've paid for it. So
very good. Gotta love that.
And is there going to be a single vinyl? Any singles? Have you heard anything?
I haven't heard anything about a single or 45 or a 12-inch or whatnot. I would have imagined that since Record Store Day is this month, as we enter April Fool's Day to all of you out there, I am surprised we haven't heard of a Paul edition of a Record Store Day release. So
I belong to a Facebook group that's focused on Canadian releases, and someone put up a Canadian picture sleeve for All My Loving, and it was very funny. I thought it was actually, I mean, but I knew it was never originally a picture sleeve, so I knew that wasn't happening. But before I forget, I have to tell you, Tom, did you hear there's a 12-inch Morrissey single?
I heard that was in the works.
Yes, it's coming out very shortly, and I don't know when it's coming out, but do you know what it is?
No, I just saw the headline. I hadn't had time to no, because if that's an April Fool's Day joke as well,
no. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
You got to, whenever this day of the year comes along and you go on Facebook, you actually got to take everything with a grain of salt.
I think every day of the year, quite frankly.
Let me take some of these comments here. Real question. Beetle Eddie is here.
Hey,
who's a hoe? Who's a hoe? Ho Tom. No, I know what you're saying. Hi, Tom and Aaron. Happy Hump Day. Happy Passover.
Happy Passover. For those celebrating it, I'll be breaking the matzah tonight. So happy Passover to all of you out there. Hello. Thanks.
Breaking the matzah. James says he's on a cruise in the west of California.
Nice.
Okay, so it's still morning there. Very good.
Good morning.
Very good. It would make sense for a Liverpool-themed album to be toured around UK and Europe. I want a reason to go. Same here, girl. Same here, girl.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah. I'm. As soon as those tickets go on sale, I'll be taking that. I'm going to probably try to take that day off of work.
The Concorde's not working anymore, is it? So I think you needed more than a day.
Maybe. Yeah. James says he's getting the amoeba and the white. You got Tony. How you doing, Tony? Tony.
Nice to see you.
Long time fan, first time. No, I was kidding. Tony's part of our Discord family as well.
I just want to say, Tony, I like Tony's post on Facebook where he's opening up his Ringo Rama. That was very cool. So thumbs up.
There you go. Gabby says currently my most certain pre-orders I'm keeping are the green web store and the amoeba yellow. Yeah, that amoeba yellow is fantastic. We're still waiting for the word of maybe two others because if you remember, for Egypt Station and McCartney 3, we also had a Spotify release. And for McCartney 3, we also had a Third Man release. So
and you had and what was that comic book one? Westbury?
Oh, Newberry.
Yeah,
Newberry. That's correct.
Keeping my eyes open for all of those. Yeah. Spotify I check every day because those things go fast.
Yes. Matter of fact, some guy that I'm joined with right now had to sell me one of his copies of that Spotify Coke bottle because I don't believe in streaming, y'all, and I don't want to support Spotify.
I just supported to get the pre-orders.
No, I hear you. Screw streaming. But just kidding.
Now, before you say just kidding. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Tony. That was a great.
There you go.
That was a great show. Ken's great. I love talking to Ken.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Sturgill Simpson? the country artist who put out an
I
album.
love Sturgill Simpson. I've had his music in the past, but go ahead.
But he has a new album out. Came out a
Yes, I need to get it.
ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's no streaming and no downloads, and it still made number 3 on Billboard. So
it can be done, y'all. It can be done.
Great album, by the way, Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah. Is it more country? It's because he did that rock album a few years back. Yeah. Is it pretty rock?
Yeah. Good. Good rock. Okay. Very good.
All right. Good. We got Elliot here. Hello, Elliot. Says, hey, Tom, and we record yellow with different. Absolutely. We picked it up yesterday. As soon as I saw that, I immediately started messaging a few people, including, where is he? This guy right over here.
Daughter's getting a lot of records in LA because I shipped them all to her because they wouldn't ship to Canada. So,
right. Let's see here. Tony says, guys, I finally got my Ringo Rama Deluxe Edition, and Lee loves it.
And Tony, doesn't it sound great on vinyl? I think it sounds amazing. Yeah. It's just me.
We got the Groovy one is here. Hello, Groovy.
Hey, Groovy Lisa. Hi.
Yeah. Joseph Montaneo. Hello, sir.
Hi.
And we're both doing fine, I guess. I guess I'm speaking for Aaron and saying that he's doing well. As well. Yep, there you go. There you go, Pinhead. Gabby says, by the way, my mom wants to comment hello to Aaron, so I'm commenting for her. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, I'm just chopped liver here. Okay, I get it. That's okay. It's okay.
Well, thank you. And it's always nice to like someone like me, so it's very kind.
We got Richard's here. Hello, sir. Tony's here. He says, does that mean that Paul album will be out on Record Store Day? We don't know yet. No announcement yet. No, I think when you say Record Store Day, it just means more like independent record stores are getting this. So
yeah, I think so.
Sam is here. Sam, my friend.
Sturgill,
absolutely. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go pick that up today. I'm gonna go to my record store and I'll go pick up the CD.
It's not under his name. It's something I forget the name of it. Just slipped my mind, but I'll figure it for you in a second. Okay.
Sounds good. Gabby says I don't feel too optimistic about the Spotify one. Too much negative press about Spotify, and usually Spotify exclusive pressings are one of the first variants to really. Okay. Sam says the new album is great, so funky. All right, funky is good. We're gonna talk about the new song here in a few minutes, and we'll show. I'll show. I don't know if Aaron has anything by him that he's picked up recently. I'll show a few things that I picked up recently. The Amoeba one may have replaced the Newberry Comics one. True.
Good point.
Astrojair, good afternoon, gentlemen. Saying that loosely, it is the real boys of Dungeon Lane. Yes.
Johnny Blue Skies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy is here. Absolutely. Glad to have you here as always, my friend. Gabby's right. As a vinyl collector and not player, that Amoeba cover is different. Yes. And that's why we need to have it. Apple Records artist Brute Force, the King of Fall, is playing the Bitter End in New York City on April 22nd and had a new LP CD coming out. Very good.
Very cool.
Okay, my days. Hello to you too. Yes. It's purple vinyl. The bonus tracks are good. Okay. Very good. And hello to Gabby's mom. Johnny Blue Skies, Sam says. Did you guys see? Did you see some Yahoo post an April Fool's joke that London Town Archive is coming in July? Well, it is that day. It's
not funny.
It is.
Not funny at all.
You have noticed that March was the official 50th anniversary of At the Speed of Sound. And as we know, the art with the half speed masters of all of these, it seems like that is getting pushed to the side for the new album, which I'm fine with, I guess. As long as we get that half speed master later on in the year or whatever. Or maybe they'll push At the Speed of Sound and Wings Over America to next year, since there's technically no 50th anniversary album in 27.
I think they're doing the Press to Play box set.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard that too, buddy. I heard that too. Days we left behind. Aaron Badgley, did you get to listen to it on BBC Radio, or did you hear it later on?
Both.
Okay.
I listened to it on BBC, and I listened to it later on. I think, as I told you, I think it's one of his best. I really love the song, the lyrics, the voice, the production. I'm madly in love with it. And now, the first time did bring a wee tear to the eye, but it's a great song, and I if that's an indication of the new album, boy, am I excited for that new album. Really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved what Andrew Watt did with the Stones, the Hackney Diamond. I really love that Elton John and Brenda Carlisle album as well. So Andrew Watt has a good.
Did you listen to the BBC? Did you listen to the BBC?
Yes, I did. I played it for the hour leading up to it, and it was crazy how they were saying they didn't even know that was going to happen until that morning. Or that day. And I really enjoyed it. It did go up on YouTube pretty much right at the same time. So after that, I went down, I was listening to it like about 3 or 4 more times on YouTube. And then the floodgates, were opened for all the pre-orders and whatnot. And then it was McCartney 3 Light all over again, so
there's actually covers of it already on YouTube. There's a couple of Irish women who have done
that's right.
They did a nice cover of it. Yeah. I'm shocked how fast covers come out now. That's remarkable. That's like Jimi Hendrix doing Pepper 3 days after it came out in England. But
right.
Wow. But there are a lot of other covers too.
Yeah. And you're right. If this song is any indication of the rest of the album, kind of more like of a personal, diary type of, reflecting, from his life, throughout his life, I'm really open to this. And when we were talking last week, Andy and I, we were doing our live, we did a video about all this, and it makes sense to me, because when you look at the press release, it talks about him, how he's being really reflective in this album. And it made sense to me, because what has he been doing the last 5 years? Look at these projects that have been coming out the last 5 years, right? You've got The Eye of the Storm, right? That was very reflective. You got the lyrics book that had a lot of reflective in there, right? You got the Man on the Run, The Week. All this stuff that has been coming out that has seen Paul, and Now and Then, you've seen all this stuff that's been coming out from Paul that's been very reflective, and you can kind of see that maybe that has been some kind of influence in a way for this upcoming album.
And the other Wings book too that he
right, yes, absolutely, yeah.
I find it interesting that both him and Ringo, because I think we can talk about the Ringo album now, because everyone's talking about it. Ringo's album is very reflective as well. I mean,
okay,
look at the fact he's wearing a shirt that he wore in 68, 69.
Right.
It's been a long time since we've, gone down that
street. Since rock and roll?
I think. Does anyone remember the laughter? You get that joke. I think you have to be a certain vintage to appreciate that one. But I think Ringo's is very reflective. I've listened to the album several times because I've been fortunate to get an advanced stream of it. And
cool.
I think both of them are just kind of in this age, could be stage of life, could be a lot of things. And I think it's great. I think it because, I'm getting old. So it's, I find myself doing that more and more at my age. But I love the new song. I think, and with the video was nice. I know it's a lyric video, but it's still very nice. So
yeah. Now, I mean, a lot of people have talked about the new track, and that they have said it's one of his. So for me, lyrically, I think this is fantastic. Lyrically, I mean, sometimes we goof on him for his silly lyrics, because sometimes there are a little silly lyrics. But this, I thought is one of his. Lyrically, it's one of his best in years. And it's very wordy song. A lot going on in this song. However, some people have even said it's as good as anything he done in the Beatles. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do. I think it is. I think I'm not saying it's better than all Beatles songs, but I think it's better than some stuff that he did in the Beatles. And some, I don't. We've had this conversation where I think there's a few McCartney songs that are on par, if not better.
Oh yeah,
and I think that what he's done with this new album is taking his time, and I think 93 was done during
lockdown,
or as he called it, rockdown.
Yeah,
and it's very reflective of that time of being locked down and isolated and all that, because there's a lot of songs about not being isolated, but certainly being alone. But this one, I think he's taken his time. I think he's chosen some. I haven't heard the whole album, but I think he's chosen carefully. He's got a great producer. I agree with you. I love this producer. I think he's amazing, and I think this is going to be stunning. Stunning, I say.
Stunning. Write that down, folks.
You heard it here.
It's not stunning. If it's not stunning, send all your hate email to. No,
I'm used to it.
Yeah, let's get a couple here. Comments. Any info on the Apple Computer 50th anniversary concert Paul just did? Yeah, the set list. You can find the set list on Facebook. A couple people have posted it. Yeah, he did do every night. It seems like he's adding every night to the set list. He did every night on the first night of the Fonda Theater, and then he did it for that show as well. I wonder if the Apple concert was for executives, or did everyone in the company receive an invite? It's a good question.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah, I think many people will be. Yes, I will be there on the 15th, my friend. I will be there, and
I'm 15th too.
Yep, very good. I love it, Mr. Badgley. Mr. Badgley is going to be there. The Rolling Stones posted a website today under the name The Cockroaches. Interesting. Maybe a hint for their new album. Because my understanding was they recorded 2 albums worth with Andrew Watt as well. And Paul played bass on 2 tracks, one for Hackney Diamonds and then one for this new album, I believe. So we shall see.
Now, I don't hear anyone griping about the fact that the Stones released a different cover for every Major League Baseball team for Hackney Diamonds.
I did not see. I haven't seen that griping, and maybe we should.
Interesting because it is. I know people who bought all the covers, and I bought the Toronto Blue Jays cover, and I'm in Toronto. What am I gonna do? Buy Chicago? I might. You never know.
You never know. Well, you've been to Chicago. Come on, guy.
Cubbies are my favorite team next to the Jays. So
that stadium is the toilet bowl of the major leagues, my friend.
Wrigley?
Oh, Wrigley, absolutely. Anyways, moving on. I believe based on the track listing, there are 2 different songs about his mother, possibly.
I think you're right.
Kanye just announced a new album. Maybe it's a collab with. Yeah. Let's see him revisit that one, my friend. Yes.
I think it's a collab with Pete Best.
which is the Stones have a new album coming. They have been posters in London under the name Cockroaches. There you go. Well, okay. I'd love to hear that. So then we'll get the other track with Paul on bass, hopefully.
I'm going to be in London next week. I'm very excited. London and Manchester.
Ooh. Yeah. There's a sister band from New York from the late 70s called the Roaches. I don't know if you've ever heard them or not.
I have all their albums.
Really? Fantastic. I mean, their harmonies are fantastic.
Oh,
and their appearance on SNL was fantastic as well.
I just as an aside, I always found it amazing that Robert Fripp produced their debut album, because it's so not a Fripp album, but it's a great album. The Hammond song, if you've not heard the Hammond song, you need to hear the Hammond song. Just saying.
The Hammond song. Yes. The Motor Train, is that what the name of the song?
Yeah.
Good stuff from the Roaches. Did Aaron hear the new Ringo Starr album? Well,
I have.
Yeah. I was teasing that I knew somebody that had heard it, and indeed it is Mr. Thrillington here, Aaron Badgley.
I've heard the album. I think it's better. I think it's an amazing album. I think it's more country than Look Up. I think Sheryl Crow's presence brings a lot, and it's a good album. It's a very strong album, in my opinion. And I think people who like Look Up will love this album. I think and there's a new version of Choose Love on it too.
Wasn't that the tagline of the Traveling Wilburys Volume 3? If you liked Volume 1, you're going to love Volume 3.
Yeah, one of my prized possessions is I have a poster from their first album I got from a record store, and it's like a banner poster. It's "Someday Everybody Gonna Be a Wilbury." I love that poster. I can put it up, and I don't have it up right now.
Very good. Jared says, yes, looks like the new Stones album is ready to be announced soon. Okay. Gabby, really wishing for a long road. We had an interesting release week like there was last year in Nashville at the Rhine.
You're not going to be disappointed, Gabby. You'll love this album. I promise you.
Let me get with Joe. Joe, unfortunately, the AMC took the Ben-Hur off of their list today. Unfortunately, so no, I won't be able to see Ben-Hur in the movie theater.
Tom, I finally saw Godzilla -1.
Oh, you did?
Finally.
Did you love it? And I know you loved it.
Loved it.
Is it fantastic?
Loved it. It's just brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant film. And by the way, the bonus stuff is as good too. But love it.
Now, did you see the black? Because there's a black and white version of it too.
Color. I want to see it in black and white.
Yeah.
I really black and white.
Yeah, I agree. Tony says the song "Cricket Boy" is reflective, and it's one of my favorites too. It's one of my favorites too. Jared says Aaron is right. The whole vocals, lyrics, production of the new single by Paul is top notch.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm right, Tom. I'm right for once.
Yeah. And then he did. Sam says he added Flaming Pie at the finals. Yes. Oh. If anybody wants to hear about it, you can go to the live section of the Two Legs page, and you can see my interview with Joan Borelli, who was at both nights. She did come on, and we talked about show 1, which had Every Night and Flaming Pie in the set list. Stones as Cockroaches is April Fool's, I think.
Okay, can I just say though that the Stones, when they played Toronto at the Amacombo, that's what they went under. So when they played the Amacombo, the surprise gigs, that said April Wine was the headliner, support group was the Cockroaches. So they've used it before. So maybe it is an April Fool's joke, but they've used it here in Toronto. So
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jared's back here says some complaints that the new album cover is bland and plain. I did read the cover will be embossed like a street sign. That would be a nice touch. Yeah, I did see some of that too. And I think I'm going to go back to the website and buy that street sign.
I ordered it.
Well. You did? Of course you did. Now I got to get it, guy. Come on.
I ordered it.
Damn it. Oh,
I
I
had
did
to.
get a shirt. I did get the shirt as well. You know,
No,
we'll
I
see.
needed a street sign.
Needed that street sign.
All
Jared's saying hi to Joe. Tony says, I saw Paul at Wrigley. Tom is right. You're darn tootin'. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Yeah, the new Paul LP cover is gorgeous compared to that ugly me, but he realizes, okay, you realize, okay, good. Well, I'm glad you realize that that's part of the logo, Joe. Absolutely. Very good. I think it's very cool. I had no problem whatsoever pre-ordering that one yesterday. I'll probably get the Amiibo cover, Joe. There you go. Well, see, and this is funny because, I text you this the other day, that if you've noticed with this rollout of this new album, there are no amounts on any of these, any amounts of how many copies there are of each of these color vinyl, like there was for McCartney 3. McCartney 3, everybody was saying, okay, limited to 3,500, limited to 3,000, this and that. There isn't that this time around.
That's interesting. I don't know what that means, though. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad. And I'm curious if any of them have sold out yet.
Well, yeah, because I did go on the McCartney website. The green is not sold out. The Target red is not sold out. I haven't gone to any of the other ones yet. So we shall see. We shall see. Maybe just, maybe not too many people falling for it this time around like they did for McCartney 3, right? So that's fine. More copies for me.
Maybe people are saving their money for the London meditation mixes of love.
That could be true. That could be true. Jared says, I also saw Paul at Wrigley. Awful stadium and awful for concerts.
Okay, so I'm looking at this baseball guy in terms of history. Fenway, Wrigley are landmarks for baseball, and that's all I'm going with because I love baseball. Not as much, or it's not even the same quote unquote ballpark as the Beatles, but I do love baseball, so I look forward to baseball season. I've never seen a concert at Wrigley. I can tell you that it can't be any worse than seeing a concert at Rogers Stadium here in Toronto because just a bouncing off the walls. But
well, listen, I mean, I did frequent Wrigley. I when I did live in Chicago, I lived there for 6 years, and I did go there 5 or 6 times. And it's nice for a ball game. Listen, the fans they support the hell out of that toilet bowl of a stadium. And and listen, and there was some controversy with the Cubs about 18, 17 years ago when they got caught scalping their own tickets. So
I go back, Tom, to when they put lights on at Wrigley, because Wrigley was the last, they put lights.
Oh, lights! Yes, that's right. Yeah, they were the last team. Yeah,
they were the last stadium, and I remember that was the big news. Like,
it was.
They're putting lights at the
night games. Yeah, night games. Yeah,
I tell you,
who would have thought?
I don't know.
That'll never catch on. Aaron, can you look up to the new album? Is it comparable?
I think the new album, to my ears, is much like as I said, Choose Love, St. Vincent sings on it, right? Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of interesting. So there's that bit of a rock edge to it, but it's really more Americana and more country than Look Up. It may be tighter produced. I think the sound is it's very clean, but Ringo sounds great. I think the song selections are fantastic. I'm just looking at the songs now. I can compare the two in the terms of they're both great albums, but he does a cover of the Carl Perkins song, I Don't See Me in Your Eyes Anymore. And it's just great to hear him doing a Carl Perkins song that's kind of, Charlie Rich had the hit with it, but I really like the album. I think it's fantastic. So, and you'll see a title saying She's Gone. No, it's not the Hall & Oates song. Just saying.
Charlie Rich, the Silver Fox.
Silver Fox, behind closed doors.
Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world? That's actually, you know what? That is a fantastic album.
Charlie Rich, he was part of the original Sun Group, man. I mean, you can't listen. I'll go back to that anytime. No, it's a good. So to answer your question, I love Look Up, but I think I like this one more.
Okay, there you go. Joe here says I love the Ringo's Look Up, but so far I don't like the first Ringo single, and I was never a fan of the song Choose Love. So that's two strikes.
You haven't heard this version yet, so don't prejudge the version until you hear it, because it doesn't sound exactly like the original. So you might be in for a surprise, Joe, or you might hate it. Odds are. I don't know.
Yes.
I like
my cousin Duke is here. He says the single Choose Love 2026 coming out Friday. St. Vincent is on it. There you go.
Wow. Thanks for letting me know. So it's a single. Great.
Yeah. So there you go. To me, Paul's new single is simple and effective, like Find My Way, Calico Skies, Jenny Wren.
Agreed.
Well, I can find my way. I know my left from right because we never close. We're open day and night. Woo, 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 woo. She's my favorite artist since Lady Gaga. I did pick up the last. Well, when did I pick up the? I did pick up in 2022. I think she released an album that I picked up, and I thought it was really good.
You know, she opened here in Toronto for Stevie Nicks.
Really?
Yeah, it was St. Vincent and Stevie Nicks, and it was an interesting double bill because she was great. I mean, I was shocked that she would open for Stevie. Hey, who wouldn't open for Stevie Nicks?
So. Absolutely. Gavin says, I can't believe how many people I've seen talking about the Fonda shows that are not Paul fans just because of the celebrity guests in the audience on night 2. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty impressive guest list there.
I'm with you, Gabby. I'm with you.
Lynn, how you doing? I think a picture of the boy carrying the road sign across the road would make a nicer cover for the album than just the street sign. You know what? I think that was kind of cool. And I wonder what kind of images we're gonna see throughout the album, whether or not it's a gate sleeve or the back or the inner, because there is a 12-page booklet in there as well. So kind of curious to see what other artwork or pics we will see from the album.
I'm looking forward to seeing. And some of the stores have lithographs or
yes. Yeah. They're more money, but I just ended up sticking with the album. Groovy says if Paul comes back to LA, I want to see him, and so should you.
You should.
And I hope you do. I hope you do.
Me too.
I'm not following Joe's like, yes, my friend. Yes, he's not falling for it. He's getting the black and the green. At least you're getting one of the colors. So absolutely. Well, and he did sell off a few of his McCartney 3 colors, or he purged them, I should say. Wrigley is legendary for baseball. Saw the game in 2001. Also enjoyed the cavern that is called Sky Dome.
Love that. It's such a cavern. Although they've made improvements, so it's not as bad as it was. It's actually quite nice for a game now. But thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, lights in '88. Yeah, I remember the news. I remember that news. Yeah,
that was big news, man.
It was. Yeah. It was big news. Let's see. Duke, I'm in Chicago, born and bred. Tom's correct. Wrigley is awful, but slateness, bad food, and plus the old. What's the name of the beer? That's god awful. Old Town. What was the name of that beer that is just god awful? Oh, it's terrible.
I don't drink, so
yeah. Yes, and I respect that. Since losing Tiger Stadium, Wrigley was my next best thing historically. Still need to go to Fenway. Yeah, visiting Fenway is definitely on the bucket list as well.
Yeah, going to Fenway on June 17th to see the Jays play the the Bo Sox. So I'm excited about that.
Very cool. Very cool.
Just a short time.
Yeah, Joe says I'm reserving my final opinion until I hear the new Choose Love. Naturally, I liked Ringo's Wings better as a redo on Ringo. Yeah, and I think a lot of us prefer the redo of Wings as well. And I did. Speaking of, I finally was able to get a copy of Ringo the Fourth on CD. So I finally completed my Ringo CD journey, or I shouldn't say completed because he's still putting albums out. However, I've completed the past discography.
I just finally got the UK Liverpool 8 CD, which I was missing. Okay. I have the Canadian one. I want to have the UK copies of all the CDs and vinyl as well as the Canadian American. So I finally got the UK one. It's very nice.
I'm going to show a few. I'm going to show 345s that I picked up recently. Then I'll get back to the comments, and then I'm going to show a few LPs that I picked up recently as well. But I'm a sucker for ballads. I'm a sucker for 80s ballads as well. So one that I picked up here is a track from he was a soap opera star. Okay, and it's not Rick Springfield.
Jack Wagner.
Jack Wagner. All I need. It's just a little more time to be sure how I feel.
I got that pretty good, eh? That's not bad.
Yeah, I just got this in the mail yesterday. Love this song. I did have the 12-inch of this for a while. But yeah, there you go. So eBay and Discogs, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful thing. Fan of Boston, picked up Amanda. Love this 45. This is one of probably my favorite 45 of theirs, but great power ballad. Love this one. And
actually, what works better is the 45 than the album cut. Like the album goes on a bit too long. Well, yeah, okay. It's good. I think it's good. Shortened a bit.
Yeah, it's got the lyrics on the back there.
Nice. On NCA, right?
Yeah. Babes, tomorrow's so far away. Canadian band here with a singer.
Is it Rush?
Yes. I love this song, and the singer went on to be another band in the later 80s and had another hit. Okay. Now, the song or the band is called Sheriff.
Oh, When I'm With You.
When I'm With You. Yes.
Do you know the history of that song, though?
It became a hit later on.
They had split up by the time the song had become a hit. They didn't exist.
They didn't exist? Okay. Yeah, because then the singer went on to do a song called I Need You Now with another band that became a hit. This singer should have been a household name, in my opinion.
It was a mystery. They had Capitol pushing them, and even here in Canada, they just couldn't get interest in it. It was
a Capitol label.
Yeah, there's a few anomalies here in Canada. There was a band, I don't know if you know them in the States, called Saga. And Saga would play high schools here and then go to Europe and play to 60,000 people in Berlin.
Wow.
And their albums would go top 10 in Germany.
Right.
You could wait 4 weeks and go there to send the record man and pick it up for 99 cents in the bargain bin. So it was just weird, really weird.
Right.
I like Sheriff. I was working in radio when all those songs were hits, all of those. So it's kind of, I'm doing a flashback to working in radio.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm big 80s 45 guy. I just love the 80s. I mean, that was kind of like born in 73, but in the 80s, obviously that's when,
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
Back to, I've been not getting a whole lot. Well, I have actually, but most of the stuff I've been getting is I'm doing catch up on my Alice Cooper collection. So,
nice.
I don't know if anyone really wanted to see my new Alice Cooper 45s and albums, but I'm really into Cooper these days. I don't know why.
No, well, he's a good artist to get into.
Yeah.
Tony says all 4 Beatles remain obsessed with 50s rocks all their lives. Yes.
As you should.
Yeah. Let's see here. I see Jer and Gabby are having a conversation here. Joe says Ben Hur is playing here today and tomorrow. I'm thinking of seeing it again tomorrow. Yeah, I checked the AMC website and they took it off.
It's not
They
playing
took
here.
it off the schedule. Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed. How many times did Aaron see Stevie Nicks live?
I've seen her 5 times live. Yeah, 5 times.
Okay.
She's great. Even like she is fantastic. She puts on a great show, and she's really funny. Like her banter is hilarious. So highly recommend it. For those of you not seen her.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember was it she was talking about how she had to have reconstructed nose surgery because she had pumped so much shit up her nose.
Yeah, last time I saw her in Toronto, she came on and she had the scars and everything. And
right.
She goes, people are always saying, lose the scars. At my age, honey, I ain't losing nothing. I'm with you, Stevie. You're okay with me. I love it. Love her.
Nothing.
Love her.
That's funny. They did pump 500 mil into Rick. Hey, listen, that's good. I'm happy for him. Yeah, because they're scalping their tickets.
Hey.
To call back to the time when we all saw Paul and Hamilton, I like how the street signs we all saw now have an accidental connection to the new Paul. So the street signs were kind of like the same on the cover. Yeah, same design. Okay, yeah.
Did you know that we had the Juno Awards here in Canada, which is like our Grammys, and for the first time in their history, Rush performed at the Grammys. They opened up their new drummer, and if you're a Rush fan and you're going to go see them on this tour, I think you're going to be very, very happy. Getty sounds great. They were pretty amazing, and they played. I thought of that because that's where the Junos was where McCartney played, and Joe, I have written Universal. I want it so on vinyl.
Liverpool 8. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen.
Well, they don't listen to me.
Yeah. Duke, it's still awful. Okay. All right. Listen, you guys carry on with your Cubs, Wrigley, back and forth.
I love Liverpool. Liverpool 8 is one of the finest albums. I think it's my favorite Ringo album. If I had to,
you think so? Really?
Yeah. It's a good
album. Jack Wagner wasn't an adult film star. No way, that was Jack Wagner. Fair enough.
Good one.
Fair enough. Paul, how you doing, my friend? Screw it. We're going to talk about the Beatles podcast. Have fun. Review of the Friday Fonda show along with Jones review with you. It was great to see some different percent. Yeah, they had left for a while, wouldn't they? Because they had a pretty good following there for a little while, but then they stopped making shows. So it's good to see that they're back. Let's get Joe up on. Well, does Joe want to come up? Come up on the stream. It's not up to me. It's up to Joe. Let's see here. Oh, I get it. It's a 1914 design building. New Comiskey has to feel like a modern palace, even after 35 years. I heard that the franchise may get a new site today. Sorry to hear the Bears as well. Okay. Let me see here. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask you, what's your opinion on the new Harrison Zoetropes coming out for Record Store Day?
I'm into them. I know they're a gimmick. I know Joe's here, so I might get crap for this. But listen, Harrison's solo catalog is my second favorite of the solo Beatles catalog, and I like them. I still need to get the I still need to get the All Things Must Pass Zoetrope. Eventually those prices will come down. But go ahead.
You got the Live in Japan reissue, right?
Yes, so we can show that. Yeah, let's talk about that right now. Here is
what did you think? I got it too. I got mine. I think it sounds great. What did you think?
I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
Yeah. It sucks because it's like it comes on a Friday, right? And then that's like my busiest, while you're sitting at home all day long, I get to, no, I'm just teasing. Just teasing. I know you're a busy guy. I know you're a busy guy. I love all my retired friends and all this stuff that have all this time in the world to do things, right, Joe? Wink, wink. Just a joke, my friend. But yeah, I mean, that's my busiest time, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, I still got to go into work for a couple hours because we do inventory every Monday. And then Tuesday ends up being one of my longest days of the week. So then by the time Wednesday and Thursday come around, my days off, it's just like, what do I want to listen to? Do I want to listen to it? Am I in the mood to listen to anything? But I'll show. I love. Listen, the Harrison Camp has been doing. I think they're doing great. I love the sleeves. They put in the nylon or the rice paper, however you want to call it. But yeah, it's on Dark Horse. So nice sturdy vinyl. They're not warped like the Ringo Capital stuff was warped.
Well, I got the CD too. Did you get the CD?
No. Well, I've got the past CD, so I didn't feel it was necessary to get the new CD. Okay.
Well, as I say to my wife, it's never necessary, but.
I love it. And then when we were talking Morrissey a couple weeks ago, I'm just like, okay, well, unfortunately, I had to purge, 99% of my record collection before I left Arizona. So I'm like, well, I need to get those Morrissey records back. So I went on eBay and I picked up 3. So somebody was doing an auction of Morrissey's Beethoven is Deaf, and then I'm not a dog on a chain. Okay. I won the auction. Guess how much I got these 2 records for?
Is it going to make me ill because you got them for like $5?
$20 for both of them. Yeah.
Wow. That's good for you, but wow. Yeah.
And this is a pretty damn good album right here. I'm not a fan of the cover, but it is a pretty damn good album.
But the last time I did a show, someone talked about that album, and I went back and listened to it, and I agree. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I love "Darling, I Hug a Pillow." I just think that's a fantastic song.
It's actually a good album. Yeah.
And then I also picked up Low in high school. So
that's the one. Okay, so I have that as a box. I have that, but I also have the box set of 45.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did see him on this tour. I've been fortunate. I've seen him 4 times, and he showed up all 4 times. So I've yet to experience a Morrissey no-show. I love, there's some really good tracks on here. Spent the Day in Bed is a track I really like. When you open your legs, hey,
he produced a cover. He produced a cover of Spent the Day in Bed by a woman named Dana Gillespie.
Okay.
And if you can track that single down, it's well worth tracking down. And Morrissey produced it. It's really good.
Okay. Home is a question mark is a great track as well. In your lap. Yeah.
You're not going to get an argument from me.
Yeah. Tony says, I want Liverpool 8 and Why Not on vinyl, white. Okay.
And I agree with, we want to bring the Expos back. Get them out of Washington. Okay, just saying.
Yeah. Not ever seeing Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac live is one of my regrets. Okay.
Mine is not seeing Lou Reed, but
you can never mind. I won't say it. I don't care much for him. And not just because he walked on the wild side, I don't care about his personal life, but when you talk shit about my band.
Who?
Lou Reed.
Talked about the Beatles?
Yeah. Oh, he talked massive shit about the Beatles.
Yeah. He was probably strung out on heroin because later on he donated to Lipa, and he was actually at two of the graduations with Paul. So I think they.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he resolved everything with Paulie.
Mm.
But I'm with you. This is why I got rid of REM collection. Anyways, we're not.
Didn't they call the Beatles elevator music?
Yeah, which is
they
why
did.
You're not.
They
seeing
did.
They did. You're not seeing
I remember that now.
Yes.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got some fast money.
Yeah. Finding My Way with Anika. Okay. Aaron, write to Mercury 2 for a vinyl of Vertical Man.
That would have to be a double vinyl, right, Joe? I think it would have to be a double album. And they can put the single B-sides because there's a couple of single bonus tracks. Okay, I'm going to add it to my list. Hang on a second. I will. I think the only Ringo album they don't need to put on vinyl is the Storytellers, but Vertical Man should be on vinyl. Liverpool 8. I don't know why they're not. I'm kind of baffled because they put I Want to Be Santa Claus out on vinyl, right?
Yeah.
Not even on red vinyl, which was even weirder. But anyways, I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta make it Christmassy. You gotta make it Christmassy, right? You gotta.
I would.
Yeah, like that Peanuts. I picked up that it's Christmas Charlie Brown LP at Target, and it's like all Christmassy.
Oh my gosh, there's so many different versions of that, Tom. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably one of the most pressed albums of all time.
I agree.
Yeah. Richard, how you doing? I says, Tom, thoughts on Ringo's Why Not? I will forever say it's my favorite solo Beatles album. Wow.
That's big.
What tracks were on there? I got to remember what tracks were on that one. And I'm
on it now.
Yeah.
Of course, the title track, Why Not? And
Why Not?
We got Fill in the Blanks with Joe Walsh, Peace Dream, great song.
Hate it.
The Other Side of Liverpool, which is
Other Side of Liverpool is one of the better. It's one of his better look back Liverpool songs.
Walk with You with Paulie.
Walk with You. Peace Dream I heard on the Beatles channel not too long ago.
Now I'm going to say this: he redid Everyone Wins, and I prefer the original from Time Takes Time B-side. But
okay,
just me. I love Why Not? Mystery of the Night. So you know what you got? It's a pretty strong album. I'm with you on this one. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I don't rank things. So
yes, you do, and you will.
Rank them.
Rank those albums. The people want to know.
When I used to have a show, Beatles Universe, the song that got the best response, and I got tons of emails. I played "Who's Your Daddy" with Joss Stone, and people loved that. I mean, I ended up playing that in like several shows because people requested it, and I thought it's kind of an odd track that people. But I guess Joss Stone was big at the time, but good album. Why not? Underrated, too short, but great album.
I was going to say a line from The Office, but I'll hold my tongue.
Oh, please do.
That's what she said. Okay. It's pronounced Tom Honda. Absolutely. Thank you, cuz. Appreciate that. You can always count on family to make fun of other family members. Thank you.
Mine does.
Yeah. Why Not? Joe says Why Not is a fine later day Ringo LP, in his opinion.
I agree.
Why Not has to do it with Paul. Walk Out With You. Yeah, go ahead.
Great song. Well, you got Van Dyke Parks on it. You got Dave Stewart. It's a great album. It's great cover too. I've always loved the cover to Why Not.
Yeah. Yep. Let's complete the Zoetrope collection. I say, yeah. I mean, you're in it. Once you're in it, why stop? Unless.
So I guess the next one will be 33 and a third, right? I don't think they're going to.
Well, that's. Yeah, we'll see.
No, they will not do that. Harrison hated that. Harrison was very upset with that because side one was all Beatles and side two was Harrison solo.
Right.
And it was the only one that Capitol put together where they put Beatle tracks on, and that was insulting. And I think it was.
Has the Ringo track that he did for the movie, the little with the little girl? What's
You
it?
never know. You never
You
know.
never
From
know.
Curly Sue.
Yeah, Curly Sue. Has that ever made it on any other Ringo record?
No, it's just on the soundtrack of Curly Sue.
Yeah. Okay.
Good track though. I got the promo CD single too.
You don't say.
You don't say.
The title track, "Who's Your Daddy," and "The Other Side of Liverpool" are highlights.
Other Side of Liverpool, I love that song.
Yeah. Hi guys, James Boyce is here. Okay. I was not retired. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I know, my friend. Link, yeah, I'll send you a link in a minute, Joe. I wish Ringo would collab with Joss Stone again.
I didn't even know, she's still singing. Like, I haven't heard from her for a while. Oh, she is. She had a great voice, really good voice.
James says, I presume you've talked Days We Left Behind. We have, and he loves it to bits. And I'm glad to say that that's been the overwhelming response to this track. Is the majority of the people have said they loved it, right, Aaron?
Consensus.
Yeah.
Speaks.
Yeah. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the consensus, right?
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Dire Straits are the only new 80s band George liked.
And you know, I just want to say the interesting thing about Dire Straits is they've only put out one album reissue with bonus tracks, and that was Brothers in Arms. They're not a band that's ever done any deluxe box sets. They've never put out, it's interesting they've never done that with Dire Straits, and I love Dire Straits, so I'm glad they haven't because I have to buy it. But
keep talking, Aaron.
Keep talking.
I
think I'm breaking up on you, but
yeah, keep talking.
Okay, Mark Knopfler has put out solo box sets.
Yeah, I'm sending Joe a link.
Okie dokie. Hi, Joe. So it's interesting what the bands who have not done deluxe sets are and the ones that have. So you get like Roxy Music. I think they did a deluxe set of their first album. But you would expect bands like that to have, I mean, Queen just put out Queen 2, right? A big box set of Queen 2. Queen fans will know that better than me.
Yeah. So did you get that?
No, but I did get Zappa.
Are you going to get that?
Fury. I got the new Zappa Bongo Fury, which I love. So.
Okay. Well, when Queen releases the Night at the Opera box, I will pick that up. And I love that.
That'll be huge. That'll be huge. I think that'll be monumental. I think they're smart in waiting. I think they're very clever. But Dire Straits, it's interesting because Harrison did like Dire Straits, and you can see why. I think he is a fan of melody. He's a fan of well-produced melody. He was also a fan of Stevie Winwood. So, there's Joe. Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Look at this.
I'm sure you showed this already, though, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
There you go. All I got to do is read it.
Hey, look, Aaron bought a copy too.
Yeah.
Someone's got to buy it. So,
hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Aaron, hello.
Joe, it's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping up.
Likewise.
Yeah. I just realized Tom rearranged his room a bit. DVDs along the. Yeah. I got. Let's just show a little right here. Just
they look great.
They do.
Yeah, I gotta pick up another shelving unit still. So, this is a massive room, but I'm already out of space. How does that happen? Anyways, what's on the agenda today, Joe?
Well, I always said when I retire, and I've been retired 4 years this month, I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm going to watch all the movies I have, and I'm going to go to the movies, and I'm going to read all these books. And look at me, I'm on with you. I mean, seriously, it's just, I'm not doing anything.
Right. Richard says, don't love Dog on a Chain, but Low in High School A side was good. Yep. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. Didn't love Makeup Is a Lie, but Monsters of Pig Alley. Monsters of Pig Alley, I adore that song. Absolutely adore it.
Good video,
and
too.
Yeah, good video, too. May experience a Morrissey ghosting in November. Okay, well, why? November is a monster.
Spawned a monster.
Yeah. Never seeing a Beatle. Oh, this Joe guy made a comment here.
You can read mine.
Never seeing Beatle hater Lou Reed is one of my happiest achievements.
Sorry, Aaron.
No problem. No, I understand. I feel the same way about REM. So I'm with you.
What's the big deal about digital or Velvet Underground? I mean, what do you, Aaron? Are you a fan of theirs or what?
I'm going to be really, really upfront and honest and say that I prefer.
I want you to.
I prefer John Cale to Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground. I think John Cale is a fascinating artist. I've seen him live several times. He's not a Beatle hater, and he's an amazing artist. So my take on Velvet Underground is they put out some tremendous albums, but they're remarkably inconsistent. And I think any fan would agree with me that you can't say that everything the Velvet Underground did was gold, because it wasn't.
Right.
Even Reed didn't like half of it. So I like the stuff with Nico, because who doesn't like Nico? And
I was just going to admit, I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to finish so I could bring her up, but you brought her up already. And who doesn't? And you asked who doesn't like her. Well, they played her at the store for me. And the people out there that bash Yoko, listen to Nico and tell me Yoko's not better than Nico. Oh, what a clown! What song is that? I only heard like a couple of songs actually.
Yeah, listen, I did buy it. Yeah, I did.
Here I am, a little spice.
Yeah.
Need that spice instead of praise all the time.
I bought their discography and I returned it just as fast as I bought it.
Well, it was each gal's own.
Exactly. Lou Reed performed at the John Lennon tribute concert in 2001. Both my parents attended that. Just recently released. He performed at that show. Okay.
So just to clear it up, Lou Reed did later in life say he said things he shouldn't have said, and
cool.
I mean, he retracted. I can find quotes. He loved the Beatles. He just, there was a stage there where it's like the Clash, right? No Elvis, no Beatles, and phony Beatles. He has been the best, and yet John Lennon's on the cover of a couple of their albums. Or on King of Dynamite. So I don't know. But REM, that stuck in my craw.
At least I like some REM songs, but I have to say though, I did see a couple of interviews with, and I call them interviews very loosely, with Lou Reed, where he wasn't like he just wasn't answering any questions or anything. Is that his style? Like, he doesn't give you an answer. I thought Dylan was bad with that, but this guy is worse, man.
I think some of Lou Reed's comments during interviews are some of the finest, because I've seen him do things where someone will ask him a question, he'll look at them and go, "Is there a question there?"
Oh yeah, very polite. We ain't no Elvis with his interviews, right?
Bar none, the funniest interview ever. Look it up on YouTube. Johnny Lydon being interviewed by Tom Schneider on the Tomorrow Show.
Oh, I'm sure that was fantastic.
That was hilarious. I mean, Lydon just, when Tom Schneider goes, "On behalf of the human race, I'm sorry the rest of us are out of step and you're the only one in step." And he goes, "I accept your apology."
Yeah.
Sure wasn't as good as the Kiss one, but I'm sure it is entertaining nonetheless.
Kiss one.
I think that VH1 Storytellers is one of Ringo's finest moments, or the finest hours.
I agree. I mean, listen, it's a great show. It's a live album. I guess it could be good on vinyl. I don't know.
I think it would do pretty well compared to other vinyl.
I wouldn't say no, Joe.
Sure.
That's right. It's called Old Style. Thank you, Jared. It's worse than Bud Light. If there's such a thing as something worse than Bud Light, Old Style is that. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Bear? Black Bear?
Gentlemen.
Hey, I know exactly. People keep saying that word. I don't think they know what that word means.
No, Actually, a gentleman. Yes.
Yeah. Brian says, after Man on the Run, surely Paul needs a follow-up covering from 81 onwards, Tug of War, Pipes of Peace, Live Aid, Knighthood, live tours, etc., focusing on his solo work. Okay, somebody made an interesting point. We were live last Wednesday, and they made an interesting point about the albums that came after the McCartney records. Okay, so Ram came after McCartney, right? Tug of War came after McCartney too. This one, and how they were considered, masterpieces. Will this album follow in the same vein?
That's a good point.
Yeah. Somebody brought that up last week. Pretty good. Chip says, Pet Sounds Zoetrope. I know, Joe. I know you already pre-ordered this one, right, my friend?
I'm sorry again, but I don't want nothing to do with those things. I mean, this nonsense. You have to have a phone app, and you got to do that. What if there aren't phone apps in 10 years, 20 years? You throw the album away? I don't know.
You can still put it on and watch it spin, and it'll still do its thing.
I guess. I really wish the Harrisons, I've said, would do some other thing. Even I'll even take Concert for Bangladesh in the theater or something.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, even though that's the same old thing, I really wish they would do some other things. I really do.
I wish they would put out Dark Horse Tour box set with
some
outtakes, some live stuff.
Yeah.
Amazon, Tony. Amazon, brother.
Amazon, yep, that's right. That's where I got mine, was on Amazon, Tony.
And I might as well add too. I didn't double dip. What I want to know, now that you brought it up, Tony, because I was meant to ask before, guys, is there any difference with it? Did they do anything different with it? I don't know. Fix it up or make it dynamic or something. I don't know.
No, it sounds good. I mean, the sound is good. I don't know if it's better, but it sounds good. I mean, I'd have to compare it. I think the original German pressing when the album came out on vinyl back in is the best sounding one, quite frankly. But I
have that one. So I didn't double dip even the last time, fairly recently, when they put it all out. See, that's what I mean, in my opinion. Again, it seems like the Harrisons are just putting out the albums again and again. Now the Dark Horse label, and again, it's like, how about the Dark Horse Tour?
The difference this time around is they own the product now, right? I mean, would that be the best? Would that be accurate, Aaron?
They do, but they've owned it since the Universal days. So when it was on Universal, they owned it then. And I think they've taken everything to BMG. I'm actually surprised how they got all the Apple stuff that Harrison was involved with. Billy Preston, Radha Krishna Temple, Ravi Shankar. The only one they haven't done yet, which I'm going to predict will be done later this year, is Doris Troy. I put money.
Troy. Okay.
I do, unless Stephen Stills is saying no. Maybe he is. I don't know, but I think that'll be the next Dark Horse, George Harrison. But again, like you say, Joe, there's this other stuff that he recorded that hasn't seen the light of day. And I'm not like, I think they should put a Shanghai Surprise CD out at the soundtrack.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Years ago, that would be kind of cool. Like
the music's good. The music's pretty good.
The music's great, and I don't know why that would be an awesome, or even they could do a Handmade Films soundtrack box set and put stuff from Water.
Well, I mean, in a way, that's his lost album, in a way, because it never got released. I mean,
You're right. Shanghai Surprise. Although, if you went to see it at the show at the time, it said at the very end of the credits, soundtrack of Dark Horse Representations.
Yeah.
Well, I like what they did with Living in the Material World. I just wish that they would, follow through with the rest.
Right.
Yeah. Dark Horse would be nice.
Yeah.
Even extra texture would be interesting.
Even extra texture, Joe.
I'll take it.
It's
not thinking about you.
And then an even longer bit more of you,
Yeah.
I will say 33 and the third box set I would kill for. But
that's one of the best.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
James says, I agree with Aaron on Dire Straits. We should have more DS box sets. Reissue the Queen 2 box and remix is great. Okay,
is it?
Excellent. I like to hear that. If you want to listen to a decent band, check out New Order, especially the album Technique. You a New Order fan?
I'm a huge. I've got absolutely everything they ever put out. In fact, from the time I'm one of the few people that had tickets to see Joy Division here in Toronto. Funny story. I wrote them a letter because I was looking for the Factory Sampler EP back in 1981 or 82. And they said, well, we don't have it, but they sent me all these flexi discs by New Order that came out. And I was like, a Christmas one, which is hilarious. But yeah, I love New Order Technique's a great album. And what's even better than the album, Brian, is the story behind it. Went to Spain to record the album and recorded one track.
Blackbeard says, yeah, I remember reading an article in Rolling Stone magazine. He dissed U2 hard when he was promoting Cloud9. I went, man, George is more of the old grouchy Beatle these days. You know?
He did. Good. I remember that.
Yeah. Running out of room happens to the best of us, Gabby says. Absolutely.
True, Gabby.
Chip says, speaking of Ringo, Just a Dream, Flip Side of the Wing, 45 from 77 is a nice track. Never been released on an album or elsewhere as far as I know.
No. And there's a track from Liverpool 8 that was given away through a New York newspaper for one day that's never resurfaced again, called It's Love, or I think it's called It's Love. But I mean, luckily my wife had a cousin living in New York and she downloaded it for me. But those two tracks are kind of gone in time, which is a real pity because Just a Dream would have been a great A-side, in my opinion.
Okay. I'll have to give her a spin.
I have to hear it again. It's been, I mean, I don't even remember it, honestly. Sad to say.
It was all just a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably hear it on YouTube, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it has.
Yeah. Tony says George was notoriously grumpy. Chip says heading to Lithuania. I can't pronounce it. To see Peter Doherty.
Lithuania.
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't get it out there. Concert later this month. Very good. I hope you enjoy that.
I have tickets to see, just so you know, when I'm in London and Manchester, I'm seeing Tori Amos in Manchester, and I'm seeing Pet Shop Boys and another concert with the Damn New Order, Peter Hook and Mark Ullman from South South in London. So very excited. So rock on.
Got you.
Yeah.
Chip says, yeah, okay. That's headed towards Chip. John Cale and Lou Reed made a fabulous tribute album to Andy Warhol.
Songs for Drella. Songs for Drella is a great album. Fantastic album. I agree.
All right. Jared says Just a Dream by Ringo is a fine forgotten song. Blackbeard says Nico was okay when she did the first Velvet Underground Banana album. Okay.
I like Nico. I just found her album that was produced by John Cale, and I like it. It's interesting.
Okay. Chip says, I think Reed liked the Beatles, but not Sgt. Pepper so much. Like Pete Townsend, Reed talked a lot of shit. Loved the Velvet Underground, though, and several of his solo albums.
I like that. I think when anyone, Lou Reed was always embarrassed by the stuff he did in the late 80s. Like, you know, I can't remember the name of the album right now, but the one with the joystick and it's awful. Anyways, but I like it.
Excuse me if I don't highlight all the back and forth chatter between you guys.
I'm afraid I have to go to 3:30 because I got to tonight, man. It's a big night tonight.
It's a big night for this guy. He's got to put on a suit and tie.
I do.
And, do you? Oh, I was just joking.
Oh, I do. It's
okay. Okay.
The best part is sitting down to eat and having to wait till you read a book and then you get to eat.
Right. Then you get to eat. Mike says Ace Frehley was hysterical on the Tom Snyder show. I was really happy when he took. Oh yeah, you saw. Well, especially Gene. You go back, they'll.
I would have been Gene if that was my band.
You see his face in there, and you know. But he lightened up a couple years later. I know they toured Australia when after Peter Criss had left, and there's some wonderful little outtakes and stuff like that where Ace is just hysterical, and Gene's finally kind of like lightening up a little bit, and he's laughing along as well. So that was good.
There you go.
Yeah. Because it shouldn't be all serious, you know. Being in a rock and roll band should be fun as well.
Paul McCartney says you play music, right?
Yeah. Bear says, I don't think Danny will release the Dark Horse, as in, horse. Yes. We shall see. I mean, he did acknowledge. He did acknowledge possibly releasing some of that stuff.
He won't release Early Takes Two either, I guess.
No, well, that was the big mistake, was calling it Volume 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was.
Maybe it was a Wilburys type joke. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, could have been. But then he should have called it Volume 2.
Yeah.
New York Post just reported that Paul played a private gig. Yes. The Apple headquarters last night. It was pretty much the same as the first night of the Fonda show. And there we go. We're all caught up here. Wonder if Penn and Madonna will ever make a Shanghai surprise sequel.
I think we're all hoping. I think bury the hatchet. I Joe, you and I could write the script.
Laura, I'll do it.
Before Aaron takes off, Paul says here, Aaron, just got your Ringo book. Great work. Do you think we'll ever see any Ringo CD reissues of his complete catalog, or do the multiple labels make it too difficult?
Well, when I interviewed Bill Schnee, he said that they put together a box set of the Ringo album, outtakes and different versions, and it just got killed the last minute. Universal killed it. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
He never gave he said, I don't know the reason, Aaron. It was, but we assembled the whole thing to artwork, photos. They had a whole work in progression of I'm the Greatest with Lennon kind of producing. I would love to say there will be a box set. He's on Universal, so Apple's with Universal. So there's nothing other than the stuff he released on Koch. Everything else is Universal. So I would love there to be a box set of and I've always argued that you could do a really good box set called Ringo the Apple Years.
Yeah.
4 CDs, and you could have bonus stuff on that.
Well, that's the thing. You make it. You do the 4 albums, right, and then you add a 5th CD of singles, B-sides, and other stuff.
At the very least.
At the very least.
And I'm not saying this to be sarcastic, but you could also add a 6th Blu-ray with Born to Boogie, which was an Apple film, Son of Dracula, which was an Apple film. It would be a really nice box set,
right?
Really complete. But I don't know. Bill was completely shocked because they put a lot of work into it, and he just said it was devastating. They just pulled the plug.
Well, what I've always said about the Ringo album, being a box set, I've always said, although I don't condone, it's all about the Beatles as a group. Don't use that all the time. But for that particular album, you could even try to work on that for the marketing a little bit. How it was almost like a reunion with all the Beatles. Play that up too to help sell some more.
Because it was a Beatle album. I mean,
it's like
all 4 Beatles on the same album. Maybe not on the same track, but they're certainly all there. So
that's disgusting. That's Universal. Universal, I'm not happy. If that's Universal. That is pathetic. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the nice comments on my book, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Beetle Eddie has a quick question for you here. It said, Aaron, do you eat the round matzah?
I do. We get it. We do eat the round matzah. It's we get it. The store we buy from brings it in, and it usually is a wee bit burnt too, which I like because I like my food burnt. And I really like it with peanut butter. Just saying, matzah with peanut butter, my favorite. And
really,
it's delicious for me. It's not everybody. It's a bit dry, but and thankfully I have an out. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't get to eat the gefilte fish. Thank you. which is just.
Hey, I had some delicious monkfish the other night.
No thanks.
That the stuff that kind of has like the gelatin.
It was thick, whatever. It was kind of. You had to really like cut it with a knife. It wasn't like you couldn't just do it with a fork. You know. Right, I liked it. I liked it. Any kind of variety with this routine I'm on.
Yeah, I'm deciding if I should have a steak for dinner. No, I was teasing.
Listen, guys, for those of you celebrating tonight, happy Passover and happy Easter this weekend if you're celebrating that, and happy nothing if you don't celebrate anything.
Happy everything,
yeah. Aaron, thank you for popping up here. If you gotta take off, I understand.
Tom, anytime you want me,
just because I can.
No. He said this prior. I can show you the text that he said.
No, I know. I'm just playing. I hope.
No,
I'll be in touch.
We'll be talking. We'll be talking hopefully before the year's out when I read this.
Hey, Joe, just don't feel bad because my brother just emailed me this morning. The book came out in November. He emailed me, I finally read your book. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for making that a priority, bro.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Great to see you, my friend. Take care, buddy.
Hey, Joe, I hope to talk to you soon. Tom, whenever you want.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
We'll be in touch. All right, Joe.
What a guy. What a guy.
What a pal. What a buddy old pal. So Ben-Hur, huh?
Back to Ben-Hur, yeah.
Back to Ben-Hur.
Yeah. Because I saw it once, whatever, Sunday, and the sound wasn't so good with that theater, so we're in another theater. Maybe.
Yeah. You know what? I should check and see if any other theater is playing it, but I kind of now, with the fact that I pay AMC $20 a month, to see movies for free, I don't want to, go to another theater and pay for it when I pay for a monthly thing with
you're still ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Any excuse not to see it.
No, I'll see it. We'll see.
When is that movie channel going to start? Your movie channel?
I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
Hope so.
Probably not.
Well, good. You come on my show.
When I retire.
Yeah, more time, right?
Yeah, when we got more time.
You know how many times I'm at this computer asleep, at my head down, sleeping at the computer at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? I mean, really? Not all the time.
Yeah. So what's going on out there, everybody? Joe Mayo's here. Thank you again, Aaron.
I don't remind them
for joining. And as always, you guys give great comments, great questions. We love having you all here. And I might stick around for a couple more minutes if you guys got more comments and questions. Like Chip says, what did you think of The Bride? Tom, I was lukewarm. On it too. I thought it was, nice. I thought it was well stylized. I thought the concept was interesting of taking place in, the 20s, I think it was, or the 30s, kind of like Chicago, and then, then off to New York. I don't think I like the kind of, the whole kind of, what's the movie I'm thinking of? Why am I dropping the name? Bonnie and Clyde kind of feel.
Frankenstein monster, for God's sake.
Right.
But I got to say, Chip, something that I liked was I was in the car today. You know what the temperature was? 74 degrees, man. We're into April. We're getting rid of all that crappy winter stuff, and pretty soon your favorite time's coming, Chip. It's coming, summer.
It's only 35 here in Michigan right now, so I'm kind of jelly of you right now, Joe. I'm kind of jealous.
My computer here says 70 right now.
Already in the 90s. Yeah. My mom's telling me it's in the 90s in Arizona as well. James Heavy's gents caught up with the latest Hands Across the Water EP. They were focusing on Days Left. I saw that just posted, so I'll have to watch that. Absolutely. And Bear says Project Hail Mary is terrific. I do think it's terrific. And I forgot to mention that they do, when I was with Joe Monday night, they do play the song Two of Us. Let's see here. Hi, guys. Laura's here. Tom, I was up late Friday night and happened upon your video with Joan, fresh from Macca show. What a nice surprise. Did she do a Saturday night review? No, she did not. I was able to, I was up, and since I've been working nights again for the last couple years, I'm kind of a night owl again, which I'm not a big fan of. But and there's a 3-hour difference. Okay, so I think we went on at like 2 a.m. Friday night to talk about the first show. However, then Sunday I had to be work at 9 a.m. So I had to get some sleep. So I wanted to do a show with her, but I needed to get the sleep, and but yeah, unfortunately not.
Tom, you could always wait a little while, re-upload the original first night, and nobody know the difference.
Maybe, yeah. Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Right. No, I mean, because
same set list, same everything.
Yeah. Besides 2 songs, it was a different set list. Absolutely.
What was the difference? The difference with it?
Well, he took off the Every Night in Flaming Pie and then replaced it with Band on the Run and something. So
I think I like the first one choice.
yeah, same here. 85 here in Virginia. Very nice.
Sam.
And I can't wait to hear about your trip from Italy. Like I said, I'm so excited for you going to another country, especially Italy, which I'm a huge fan of. Love it there. And I can't wait to hear about it, buddy. This Friday, does any of us expect Paul's new single to hit the UK Top 100?
It hit number 5 or something already, isn't it?
The midweek charts, it's like number 5 or something like that.
No.
I don't know.
It would be nice if he could get a number 1 out of this. Well, whatever it is these days that goes for number 1.
Right. Well,
Remake,
he did.
Whatever.
Yeah, McCartney 3 did hit number 1 in the UK.
Single.
Yeah. Was it the album?
I mean, it would be nice for him to have another number 1 single since the last one was 1983, and I don't count whatever the Kanye thing was or whatever that was.
Well, none of those went to number 1. Those were top 10s. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Joe. What are you going on the new McCartney album? Thinking just black vinyl and CD for me. I got everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't fool myself. I can't sit here knowing that there's one out there that I don't have. It's just the way I am right now in my life. Maybe one day Joe could be right. Maybe one day I will feel
who knows?
The way he does, and then when that day happens, I will gladly admit it.
I'm just really over it. I'm just over that whole thing. However, originally I was going to just get the CD and the black vinyl, but then I saw that the green vinyl has on the cover. I like the what is it? The font is also green instead of red, and I thought that's appealing too. So I said, all right, I'll get the black and then the green and the CD, and that's where I stopped.
Yeah. Eddie says, what do you think will happen to the other 11 songs? I think those will be saved for another album.
Let's hope that's that, and it's not just we buy the same album, each one with another 3 songs added. That could happen, That could be what's going on.
It could.
Those I'll buy.
Right. Paul's new single is already top 5 on UK iTunes single charts.
Hello, Frank.
But then Boyce says here, Days We Left Behind wasn't in the UK top 100 on the midweek chart, unfortunately.
How could that be?
Yeah. So I hope you are doing well, Mr. Sticker Mania. Thanks for popping in. Always good to see you here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bear says the weather in Chicago is warm a couple days ago, and now it's 37 degrees. Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's screwing up my immune system, but being from New Orleans, I should get used to it. Absolutely. Yeah. Sam says, "Thanks, Tom. We're ready. We're so ready to head out on Friday evening. Great, great, great. Penn is too busy. Yeah, right. Okay. Frank, hope Travis is recovering well from his surgery. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
We're all wishing him well.
All the best. I heard
all
about
the
that.
best, as they say. Yes. Was the second show have Eddie? I know. I don't know. Maybe you're just writing too fast. I would just definitely recommend that you read it first before you hit send.
Could you put that into words, which even Caesar could understand?
Yes.
That's why you need a little clip like that or something.
Yeah. So we are not going to live stream tonight, Will Travis. Yeah, understand. Totally understand. And family, I mean, everything, all that personal stuff should come first. I ordered the gold, white, and the orange vinyl from me. Well, I think it's yellow, not orange, with the special cover.
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't a nice looking cover, in my opinion, because if it had been a nice looking cover, I'd be stuck and I'd have to get it. It's such an ugly cover, in my opinion. But it used to not matter to me. It used to be if it's different, the different cover, I got to get it.
Yeah,
but not anymore.
Yeah.
But no power to the people, you know.
You know why?
Zing! No, I know.
You know why.
You missed a lot of good other songs, though.
Yeah, true. But to me, I think that's the best song on the album.
Me too.
Billy, how you doing? Ain't $1 billion in the bank and being a legend enough? Well,
for Paul, you mean?
Yeah. Well, that I should.
It's up to him,
right? One, it's up to him. And I know a lot of people saying, "Well, haven't we made Paul rich enough?" Which I reply, "Well, you're making the record label rich. Paul already got paid, for the most part, from the record label and his deal. Okay, Paul and whatever their deal is, with the royalties. Some artists get pennies to the dollar when it comes to this kind of thing. When it comes to Paul, he's a little bit different because he does own his music. That being said, most of the money that he's made has come from royalties and come from owning and licensing out music. So, but I have also heard people that, when you have a lot of money, you want to keep making money because it can be addictive, I guess.
Well, that's ridiculous. If you have $1 billion, that's way too much. Anyway, it's my opinion. But anyway, be that as it may, though, I'm thinking, but Bill, I don't know if you're talking about, is that enough? Who needs a number one? Isn't that enough? Right. Or do you mean, why does he make more music? Isn't that enough? If it's why does he make more music? That's because it's what he loves to do. It makes him feel good. He enjoys it. He likes to show his music to people. He likes to be appreciated. He likes to share his music with the world. So it's for him. It's for that, not the money. If that's what you mean. If I don't know if you mean that.
Right. Everybody's wishing Travis well, that's great. Wonder if Paul is singing "Help." He did open with "Help" at the Fonda. Let's see here. Here in the UK, the BBC charts are a barometer of sales and streaming. Okay. Saw The Last Dinner Party Saturday. Incredible show. Gets my vote for second best band of the 2000s.
Oh, I thought it was a movie or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Same here. BLA says, do you think Paul made it 14 songs to be like a Beatles album?
I don't think Paul thinks about as much as everything being Beatles as every fans would like him to think.
Right. Now, there was a time when 14 tracks on the real Beatles albums was a thing. Not everyone had 14 tracks on it. what was it?
Hard Day's
Hard
Night.
Day's Night had 13, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We know Sergeant Pepper didn't have that was 12, was it?
Yeah, well, the earlier albums for the most
Yeah.
part with the 14, but that, like I said, I'm perfectly happy with the U.S. arrangement with the big singles on it with maybe more albums.
And I'm glad you reminded me of that because I do still need to listen to that Target Meet the Beatles U.S. album.
Sure.
James says, I think the photo on the Chaos cover would have suited the boys of Dungeon Lane. Maybe a similar picture would have suited the cover. Is just okay. Yeah, it is. It's just okay. I mean, it is kind of plain and dull. I will agree with that, but he's making his point across. We know what the album's going to be about.
I know what you mean. I think the Chaos cover would fit nicely. Although with Chaos and Creation in the backyard, Paul is in the backyard, right in that shot.
Right.
So that's why. But there were other pictures. Some of these other ones of him. Was it with George, taken by George, or with George? The early pictures that have been going around of Paul lately.
Right. Yeah.
That would have been. I would have liked that to be the cover. Paul, really young Paul, whatever he was in the picture. I don't know. But very young, black and white. But he's had a lot of black and white album covers now. So enough.
Yeah. Bear says, some folks say if Paul stops, he will slowly get bored or worse, waiting to leave this mortal coil. So let Paul keep going and keep making his fan. In my opinion, Paul is like a shark, right? Sharks never sleep, right? And if they sleep, they die.
I think that with Paul, that's important. Same with Ringo, really.
Yeah.
I think they both need that, and it's a great thing for us.
It is. I mean, if he would have, let's say, retired after Flowers in the Dirt, look at all this great music that we wouldn't have got to hear, so. Anyways, Joe, we're going to sign off in about 9 minutes here. So
we got time for just 30, 40 more questions.
I'm starting to get hungry, and I haven't eaten yet today. So.
Oh, okay. I already had my little meal for the day.
Oh, did you?
Did you?
Did you?
I came all the way from England.
Yeah.
Wise guy.
James says, I agree. If Paul stops, he may decline rapidly.
He's got to work.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, we're a weather show now. 38 in Chicago. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, it's cool here in Michigan too, my friend. It's cool here in Michigan as well. Yeah. What else, Joe? What else is going on?
What else we got? Just trying to keep it going for a little bit. I'm sure we'll get more comments as we sit here.
Yeah, I know there's an album that you're probably ready for me to buy off of you. I'm sure.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, I wonder what album that might be.
You're hoping that my this phase or whatever, this age that I'm going through, where I'm looking to get rid of stuff, includes Rushes. The Rushes album. But no, that's not gonna happen. Not yet anyway, but I still want to have all the so-called official Paul albums.
I understand.
By all of them. So I don't think that's going anywhere, Tom, but I think you should be able to get one. What is the reason? I forget. Is it that you haven't been able to find one, or you think it's totally too expensive, or what?
Well, that's just the thing. It's just like, I've seen plenty over the last 5 years. Okay. And it's just, and it's just pulling the trigger on, on something that could be anywhere from $300 to $500-$600, So.
Yeah, I think I paid $200 for mine, which I'm thinking you'd be willing to
that
do.
Was a deal.
Not for me. That was mine.
Yeah.
But and it's in good shape, but just it wasn't sealed or anything,
Right. No, and I don't need mine to be sealed either.
Right.
I just need it to be in good condition. So
Yeah, and what can I tell you? Is that the hardest to find of all Paul's albums?
Well,
Or?
that and Twin Freaks is pretty tough to find. Do you have that one on vinyl?
Yeah, I've got Twin Freaks, but I mean, I've seen that more than I've seen Rush's, though. A couple of times more here and there. Rush's I don't usually see anywhere.
Mm.
The only reason I got Rush's was because there was a store several years ago now that they bought a big McCartney collection. It was a Paul McCartney collector like yourself, and that was in there. That's the only reason I pounced on it.
Right, and you ended up getting the Run Double Run 45 set from that too as well.
Yeah, and not only that, but I have to go over this with you someday. There were a lot of things I picked up on CDs. I think some of them are fake CDs too. Like I don't even think they're like CD singles, and they're not real. I think Get Enough was one of them.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are promo. They're all promos.
If they're legitimate promos, that's cool.
Yeah.
If they're not, if they're just like fan made, then I'm not interested.
Right. Yeah, no, they would have been promos. So, Jared says first two Queen albums have beautiful box sets. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Night at the Opera. That's my favorite Queen record. So when that box set comes out, I will definitely be partaking in that one. So there's that. I love every track on that album. However, I am so burnt out on Bohemian Rhapsody.
No, I don't like that. I never liked that song. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like the slow parts of it. I like the non-operatic parts of it.
I blame Wayne's World for that. I mean, Wayne's World, the Wayne's World movie just, that song blew up because of Wayne's World, and
that can happen.
Yeah, it can happen,
and it has. It happened.
Tony says, got the Miracle and News of the World deluxe sets. Okay. Very good. Yeah, Queen is great. And Bill says he hates Queen.
I don't think I ever heard anybody say that. Wow.
Yeah. There's a great SCTV, the comedy show SCTV from Canada. There's a great skit where they're in a punk band and they're like they hate the bloody Queen or something like that. Martin Short is the front man in that. It's a really funny skit. John Candy is bald and he's playing drums and he's like in a black leather suit. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I'm just indifferent.
Yeah. Okay. 40 more questions, guys. A long wait for a Night at the Opera. It shouldn't happen. It should have happened last year on its 50th. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chip says, never liked Bohemian Rhapsody. Like several Queen songs, though, they were my first concert in 79. Very cool. And James says, Elvis Costello hated Queen.
Is there anything? I wonder if there's anything. You probably said all there is to be said about the new Paul song, but is there anything else we could cover on that? I mean, I pretty much said a lot on my channel too. I mean, I like the song quite a bit,
right?
And I only played it twice. That's it, and I still like it. I mean, first time. I mean, I felt like I had I've heard it 20 times and I like it already.
Yeah. I mean, I played it about 10 times last week. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a break, and then I'll probably take a break from the song this week, and then go back to it next week a little bit, and let it all marinate inside my brain, if you will. And I think it's you did say a lot about it, and I watched all your videos on it. And
what I like about it, especially, is that it's been accepted by the majority, 97% or more people, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people are now giving him a chance as an older person looking back and singing with what he has, the way he can sing it. Now, more people are accepting of that than they were.
Well, yeah, even haters, even some past bashers of Paul's, are even accepting the song, which I guess is a good thing.
Oh, I got a question for you. I don't know if you've had this question before. What a lot of people I've heard say it's better than anything on McCartney 3. Would you agree with that?
No, no. I still adore "Find My Way." I still adore. "Deep Deep Feeling" is still. I know it's a hate it or love it song. I think that's still pretty
I like
amazing.
"Seize the Day" very much
Yeah,
on there.
and Seize
I like every song on that album, with the exception of the other deep one. What is that? Deep Down.
Deep Down, yeah, which
Well,
I
that
think is
one.
like kind of like a fun little track where he's just ad libbing, as he goes along. Pretty
And I like
much.
"Women and Wives." I really do. I like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I also
No,
like this one.
this one, yeah, Pretty Boys, yeah. Here
Pretty
come the Pretty
Boy.
Boys, yeah. And I think his falsetto is really strong. It's stronger on this one than it is on the Kiss of Venus that's on McCartney 3.
Yeah, I like the Kiss of Venus. I mean, there's good songs.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people. I mean, I don't know. I tend to speak so loosely. I don't want to insult anybody. How many, if any, of the people that say better than anything on McCartney 3 were actually people that really know McCartney 3 well?
Right.
Maybe they heard it a little bit when it was out and shelved it and didn't even pay attention to it because.
In your opinion, how long does it take how many listens does it take to know an album really well?
It depends, depends on the album now. But with Paul, even that could be a show in itself because I didn't love a lot of his albums right away when I first heard them. But anyway, I'll get to this. Something like "Look Up" by Ringo, I liked it immediately, and the Rolling Stones' "Hackney Diamonds," I liked the whole thing immediately. I remember listening to, let's see, I think "Tug of War," even as great as that album was, I had to give that a couple of listens back in '82.
Right.
And I remember not really getting anything much out of Chaos and Creation the first time or two. It depends, right? Some of them may take 5 listens, 1 listen, 3 listens. After a while, like when I heard the album new, I remember listening to it and saying I liked a couple of things, but I remember thinking, where's all those hooks and those catchy choruses and things? Then after 3 times, I'm like, there they are. Why didn't I hear it?
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, sometimes it'll take 3 or 4, even 5 listens before you. Because it's new, right? And you're trying to take it all in.
Yeah, it depends. I remember that it was a big argument with 2 guys. Well, I'm not going to say who they were. 2 prominent guys, and one was insisting that I can tell an album right away whether I like it or not, and the other person was saying that's not right. You have to give it several listens. You can't just tell on 1 listen. And this other person was saying, "Don't tell me what I can do. I'm telling from me. I know me." And I tend to agree with that person. It's up to the individual. You can tell. But then again, hold on, because like you said, Tom, sometimes it's not fair because sometimes it could grow on you.
Yeah. It took me how many decades to really start appreciating the song "Hope of Deliverance."
I remember that. Yeah.
It took me decades. It took me decades.
Yeah, and the song "Appreciate" took me a long time to appreciate. I kind of appreciate that song a little bit now, a little bit more now. I can listen to it. Yeah.
I still really don't appreciate, but I'm not going to skip it. If I'm playing new, I'll play it. I won't skip it though.
And Deep Feeling also.
Right. Yeah.
I think the first impulse reaction that I gave of McCartney 3, I hated that thing. I was like, "What the hell is this?" The first 2 or 3 times I was like, I didn't like Deep Feeling at all. Then eventually I got into it.
Right. And Chip says here, "Crazy talk. McCartney 3 may be his best album since Tug of War."
Have you not heard any of his other albums since then?
Yes.
Hey, but I'm glad. It's great to hear that kind of acclaim for McCartney 3. That kind of love.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Bear says Deep Down reminds him of Al Green during his successful run in the 70s. Interesting. It is a little funky. But come on, you can't beat Al Green during his heydays. Chip says, "How much do you think Paul has to do with the color vinyl variations versus that's just his record label and he pays little attention to that stuff?" What do you think, Joe?
I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe it doesn't have that much to do with him, but I've always said that, and I could be wrong. I think that he could always object to something or say, I don't, he has a lot of clout. I would think if he says, I don't like this or I don't like that, don't do this or don't do that, he could speak up. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think he has some input, and I would think he has some input.
I would imagine he does. Absolutely. But if you're going to put a record out, obviously it's the record label's job to sell records. And if that's what putting out 20 different colors or variations, if that's what it takes to sell records, then, and I know what you're going to say, Joe, because you're going to say that, well, a record should go by the music. I mean, the music should be good enough.
Hey, look up that they need to sell all those colors. But the music speaks. But I mean, if you're talking about to make money, to make a profit for the record company, yes.
Yeah.
If you're talking about it, in my opinion, it wouldn't be to get to number one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a legitimate number one in my mind. It is, but it isn't. I mean, you bought those many copies were sold,
right?
So that counts. But also,
right.
The reason they sold so many was to get all of. By the way, I know I'm now thinking of ideas here. Something I wanted to mention. It has to do with Two Legs. When you guys were doing a show, lost it. This happens to me way too often, folks. I'm 64. This one. Right. Oh yeah, and you're talking about McCartney and the. Keep going. I'll remember that. Go ahead. I'll remember.
All right. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people. Aaron and I were talking earlier, and he had made a good point, and he said that when Hackney Diamonds came out, the Rolling Stones did a cover of every ballpark they played.
Right. So he was trying. It's okay to sing the Stones, but don't sing Paul. Yeah. He was trying to make, I think,
he was the point the other way. Point that nobody was bitching about it.
I know, but he's trying to do protect Paul. I think, Aaron, I'm sorry you're not here, as if to say everybody picks on Paul, but geez, nobody's anything about the Rolling Stones. Because always got to protect Paul all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. But the Stones aren't known for doing that as much as Paul is.
Oh but no, and Paul's been doing it since the 80s, really, a different variation.
Yeah, it's his thing. He's been doing that. I remember what it was, the Ringo album. Okay, I remember what I was going to say. The look up there. You guys were doing a talk, you and Andy, and you were saying how and it was just playing around. I understand, Ringo's new album is going to be coming out first. And we'll let that go for a week, and then after that's done, then Paul's album comes out. That's like the real thing. Right. Now. Of course, we know there's Paul McCartney and then there's Ringo Starr. I get that.
Right.
But at this point, we don't know yet because we only heard one Paul song. Paul still has to live up to Look Up, as far as I'm concerned. So right now, you're wild about Look Up, but a lot of people are. And I think if the new McCartney album, and I hope it's great, boy, do I hope it's great, is half as good as Look Up, or as good as Look Up, then we can talk, because let's give Ringo his due.
Well, first of all, I think Days Left Behind is better than any track that's on the Look Up.
I don't agree.
I do. But yeah, I think that's comparing.
I like the Look Up single better than.
Yeah. I think that's comparing apples to oranges. Myself, I know, I get it. They're both Beatles.
Yeah, it is apples and oranges. It is apples and oranges. Yes.
Yeah. James says, I love Pretty Boys, which sounds weird out loud. Women and Wives. Yeah, say that out loud, buddy. Women and Wives and Deep Feeling are great. Yes. Here come the Pretty Boys. Joe's right. Let's get with the next George Harrison box or comprehensive.
Boy, that's way back. You're way back, I think.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're chatting, and
yeah. I mean, I wish those Harrisons would get with it, man. I'm tired of it. The same stuff. Put this out again. All things must pass again. And Zoetrope this time now, and this one again. And put all the albums out again and again and again. Why don't you just put new stuff like Living in the Interior World you did, and also a Dark Horse box, an extra texture, and 33 1/3. Go for that.
Yeah. I don't know if Golden Earth Girl would have ever been considered for a single. But it's one of my favorite tracks on the album, for sure. Why no colored vinyl for Ringo?
Doesn't need
the
it.
new album?
Oh, the new album. I
don't know. You have to
I
ask
don't.
the
I don't think
record
that many people would be that interested in it. I'm guessing. It's Ringo. A lot of people have that dismissive attitude. It's Ringo. Who cares? Kind of thing. Which I don't.
He sometimes has that towards his own career himself. Ringo.
Well, he's the drummer. He's the least guy in the band.
I know, but he'll go live. Who got my new album? And one person will raise their hand. It's like, oh, you're the one.
Yeah. Oh, you mean he puts himself down? Like you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame. That's because he knows that people don't give him what they should. People don't support him.
Yeah. James says, I don't think you can judge an album on one listen. A song, maybe you can. Now, I will say this. I mean, you can have a first reaction to an album after one listen. Which I'm always fascinated by. Okay, here's my reaction to this first listen. Now, what's my reaction after the next 10 or 20?
Yes, and you have changed. I noticed you've changed with some albums, and that's why on the other show we used to do like a new listen, or I forget what it was called, like
another listen.
Yeah. And some people resent that though, because some people say they damn well. I judged Look Up on first listen. It was fantastic, and I still think it's fantastic. And that doesn't happen that often. I admit that. Same thing with the Stones album, Hackney Diamonds. I mean, I don't remember the last time a non-Beatle related album I listened to it and I loved the whole damn thing. I can't remember when that happened last.
Right. Eddie says Memory Almost Full is a great album. It is.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that
go ahead.
Is maybe his last, what they consider to be his last really special or great album. And the thing is, if that happens with time also, doesn't it? When you can look back and you can say, oh, let me see now in perspective. I can almost see that. Although there's still great stuff. I love New. I think New is his last really good album. But
see, and that's the thing when you're releasing banger album after banger album after banger album, or if you have a good run, it's easy to dismiss other projects that might be good, but again, it's the listener's ear. Bill says Memory Was Full is his last great vocals. That's maybe
House of Wax.
You got the end of the end on there. That was
I mean, that might be his last really good great vocals, or whatever you want to call it. Standard Paul vocals before he got to the old man Paul kind of thing.
Right. Maybe. Let's see here. Chip says McCartney 3 is cool, but Flaming Pie, Chaos and Creation, and Egypt Station is better than McCartney 3, in my humble opinion.
Now, Egypt Station's an album we talked about listening to multiple times. That's gone down for me a little bit.
Yeah,
I think.
Right. See, and I had that same experience with Driving Rain. Like I loved that album on first 20 listens, and it's kind of petered out for me.
And that one for me has gone from down here to up a little bit. It's going up now. So.
Yeah. But listen, I'm in the pro Egypt Station camp. I also believe that again, maybe switching out a track or two, that album could have been a masterpiece, in my opinion.
I think so. I think there were other songs that could have been put on there. I forget what they were.
Frank Sinatra's Party, 62nd Street. Then you had,
I like Nothing for Free.
Nothing for Free as well. So, and then you had In a Hurry and Home Tonight.
I think it could have been better.
Yep. Chip says, I think the record execs say if we put these limited editions out in addition to the regular version, we'll sell more copies. And Paul's like, sure, whatever. Maybe. I mean, we're not in those meetings, so all we can do is speculate.
Yeah.
Fair point. I have a lot of his albums since Tug of War, but 3 and Electric Arguments are my favorite of the bunch. Love New, Through Memory Was Full, and several others too. Cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get wrapping up here, guys. It's been a 2-hour stream here, and I'm starving. Look Up is okay. Nothing to write home about. Okay, James.
There was another one that said it. What else does Jer say about it? Somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Like a Look Up, but thought Crooked Boy was.
I'm
better.
the only guy that thought Crooked Boy was the worst of the EPs. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're right. Jerry says Look Up is a great album. T-Bone production and songs fit Ringo well. Also, Molly Tuttle is unsung hero. I think Molly Tuttle is absolutely unsung hero.
I agree. I think, of course, that album wouldn't be anywhere near as great as I feel it is if it wasn't for everybody else helping Ringo out. Right. Although Ringo's drumming, I like a lot on it too. Mm-hmm. Luckily, like it's not just the other people. It's Ringo too, but the other people help a lot.
Right. Laura says, anyone seen SNL UK? They had a great skit about dead Brits brought back to life for a dinner, and David Attenborough before he dies, including Freddie Mercury, Cecilia Black, Princess Di. Exactly. Funny. All right. Well, no, I did not see it. I don't know if it was being aired here in the States anywhere.
I think we'll all want to watch it in May. In May 16th, I think we may all want to watch it. That's right. I said it.
Oh, have you heard something? Have you heard?
No,
something?
I haven't heard.
Have you heard something? Okay.
And it's April Fool's Day, but this is not a joke.
Well, I didn't say it, everyone.
No, I'm saying it.
Okay. Way back when I was young, it took me several listens to warm to the Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed album. Outside of Shelter and Can't Always Get What You Want Soon, came to love it though. See, that right away became my favorite Stones album. I love Let It Bleed.
Yeah,
I love it.
By the way, I want to go back on that SNL thing. It has nothing. Believe me when I tell you, I just came out with that. I heard that from somebody that I know. Nothing to do with anybody else. Nothing to do with Tom or anybody else.
Yeah. No.
Hopefully it's true. Hopefully it's true. You can figure it out.
Eddie says there was just a contest on WBAB just now. Joe, you might know the station. The 20th caller wins concert tickets. I was number 19.
Oh, man. Missed it by that much.
That much. Yes. Let's see here. Stones also have some great album boxes. I like the Black and Blue album better now after getting the new box set as a Christmas gift. Cool. Noah, what's going on?
Hey,
Tom, Joe, what's up?
What's going on? What's up?
There's a great Bill Cosby skit. He does a Noah skit on one of his old albums that I thought was pretty funny. Back in the day. Yep. The Saturday Night Live. Egypt Station has its flaws, but the high points are great. Some of the bonus material would have made it a much stronger album. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like what other albums are like that? You have, Off the Ground has all these has another, albums worth of material that in my opinion would have made it even better.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I do like Off the Ground, but it had some great extra tracks.
Yeah. I think rockers, you need less listens, ballads need more. Interesting. I don't know. Okay, going back and forth here. Let's see here. When Aaron said that Universal killed the Ringo 50th anniversary set, my heart sunk. Maybe that is why when Ringo asked about it, he was rather snarky. Possibly. All right, guys, we're gonna wind down here.
No,
like
so
I said,
great now you told everybody.
Robert Plant dropped a April Fool's joke about him and Zeppelin will do a tour. I had to check Rolling Stone magazine website to see if it's true. Yes. Heard that rumor also, Joe, about SNL last show of the year. Well, I guess everybody knows. If everybody knows, then I don't have to say it. And he doesn't
have to say it. Just stick around in May.
Yeah, right. Tom and Joe, have you heard the Irish folk version of Days We Left Behind? It's really good. Yeah, I know it's out there. I just haven't listened to it yet. Okay, Bear says the first time I heard the Stones was back in '78 with Some Girls LP, which folks called it their comeback album, and to me, it's their best.
Well, I heard that album at the time from my younger sister, God rest her soul, who always was the one who bought all the new albums, you know, and you know, I thought it was a great album.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody out there, thank you again for popping in. This was a fantastic stream with you all. As always, you guys bring the great comments, the great questions. I want to thank Aaron Badgley. I want to thank Joe Mayo for popping up here. I want to thank my belly for not giving me too much trouble during this live stream while I've been sitting here starving my ass
There's
off.
people that go, I've been reading, there's people that do fasts for like a week.
Why would you do that?
Well, I don't agree with I agree with like an 18-hour fast, maybe.
Right.
16 or 17 hours.
I'd even consider a 24-hour fast, but that's more than that. Nothing, yeah.
Did you know Kevin James? I heard an interview where he did 41-day fast once.
Really?
Yeah, that's not healthy. I don't care what anybody. So that's another topic for another day. I don't think it's healthy.
Another day. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, Two Legs will be back. We do have an episode in the can that we've been waiting to post. However, because of all of this new album and concert stuff, we've got it on the back burner, and we'll have more to come with the new album. And we look forward to seeing you all soon. So for Joe, for Aaron, I'm Tom Agnotti, once again signing off and saying have a great day and a beautiful night, everyone. Take care.
Cheers.